everybody, it's me, Kayla Friday. Welcome back to my home. If you don't already know me, like I said, my name is Kayla. I'm 30 years old. I'm a registered nurse. I'm a dog mom, I'm a wife, and most importantly, I'm a Christian, and I love to decorate my home with vintage decor. I love to go thrift shopping, junking, and all that fun stuff. So I created this page to kind of share my experiences with you and share some junking hauls and thrift store hauls, which I hope to have more of soon. Things have been just crazy lately. Work's been very busy. Life is busy. Life is hard right now, but hopefully in the coming months, I'll be able to share a lot more fun things with you guys. But I appreciate you being here. It means a lot to me. And if you find this video, we are about to do my winter home tour. Now, normally I have my friend Holly with Simply Lake and Lace come over, but it's just been really hard the last couple of weeks to kind of get a free day, and I know that she's been feeling under the weather. My family and I recently had COVID, and it's just been kind of a hectic month. So, but I will definitely have her back over soon to do our spring home tour in the next couple of months. But if you do follow me on her page, then you would have seen my Christmas home tour. So there's a lot of things that are different in my home now than it was in the Christmas tour, but there are some things that are similar. But hopefully you'll find some inspiration for your winter home. And if nothing else, just get a kick out of how crazy I am. So if nothing else, we're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna talk about some things, talk about where I found some pieces, and hopefully, like I said, give you some inspiration for your own homes. But I hope all of you and your families are safe and healthy. And I hope that you continue to be blessed, even though this world is in a tough state right now. God is still God, and we're going to get through this and come out stronger on the other side. And always remember, even though I love my home, I love decorating it, this is not my true eternal home. My home is in heaven. That's where I'll end up and reside for all eternity. And so I don't have to worry about anything. So hopefully you know that in your heart too. And with all that being said, let's go check out our home for winter.
Okay, guys, so obviously the first room we're going to start with is the living space. There's the most beautiful dog in the world. His name is Buster Brown. He's beautiful and distinguished and smart and gorgeous and so sweet. Say, my mama got me a new baby today at Walmart. Buster, tell everybody, hey, you're everybody's favorite part. He said, my mama is a lunatic, but I love her. Anyway, so we're going to start over here in the corner. A lot of people may think I am just crazy for doing this, but I could not bear to take down our beautiful Christmas tree. Ooh, I about fell down our beautiful Christmas tree. So I just left it up, took away all the Christmas ornaments and Christmas decor, and I made this homemade orange garland. I just got a bag of navel oranges, cut them into thin slices, baked them in the oven at 250 until they were dry and they don't have an odor or anything. I was kind of scared they would have an odor like rotten fruit, but they don't have an odor because they're dried. And I just think it looks so pretty strung on the tree, and just have that old blanket down there as the tree skirt. So I have just left this up as a winter tree, and I think it turned out really cute. Then over here, we have our TV and our TV stand. And surrounding it, I have these 3 beautiful old plantation shutters that came from a little store in Columbiana, Alabama called Dragonflies. Now, about a year and a half ago or so, they changed ownership, so I'm not really sure what all they have now. But go check them out. There's some really cute stores in Columbiana. There's a good thrift store. And there's some really cute shops on Main Street. So if you're local, check them out. So now we're going to go down here and look at the actual TV stand. I love to decorate these little shelves. They're kind of a catch-all for just random things that I have left over. But here on this side, I have these really pretty 3 old spindles with some old yarn, this little sugar dish with some bottle brush trees and some old books. And then down here, I have my dried, decayed wedding bouquet. But I didn't want to get rid of it. Such a special day. And there's Corey's little boutonniere. So I kept that, and I just keep it here to keep it safe and keep it protected. Then over here on this side, I really love all this and how it turned out. But I have this beautiful piece of ironstone. If you don't know what ironstone is, it's just this thick white pottery glass. And it'll say ironstone on the bottom. But I have my collection of flower frogs, and I have about 20 now. And I find them at junkin stores, thrift stores, find them at estate sales, things like that. Then we have our pretty old panoramic picture I found at an estate sale recently. A brass trumpet, some more old books. And then down here I have some more old books, another little creamer. Kind of looks like a trophy, so I thought it was really cute. Some bottle bush trees. And of course we have our Medusa, Lady Liberty, whatever she is this season. And she just has, instead of a plant, some little short candles in there. So I'll back up and show you all that. Buster, are you killing that baby? Buster. Y'all, he chews up his toys and carries around the skin. He's like Buffalo Bill or whatever from the Silence of the Lambs. What are you doing, buddy? He's entertained for now. So over here in this little corner beside the TV, I have this old wooden chair. And I have this pretty plant that I got from my Uncle James' funeral that I'm so happy that has been alive for this long. It's just beautiful, and it's really taken off. So I have that draped over the side, and then this pretty thrifted blanket. And this is a really pretty chair. It came from Dragonflies as well for like 10 bucks. And they said it came from a church, but it has these really pretty little scene on it with the leather. And it's just some flowers and a bird. So that's really cute. So now we'll spin and go over here. So instead of a traditional coffee table, I have this wicker trunk here because Buster Brown decided to chew up our other coffee table when we went shopping on Black Friday 3 years ago. But on here, I have this really pretty book that I have out for every season. And this is what the front looks like. A lot of people have asked about it, but I found it at a thrift store for $1. But this time I have it open to the Flexible Flyer little story about a grandpa and his grandson. And then here I have this really pretty copper tray that I bought at Target with just some y'all bear with me, I'm having brain farts every second, with some oil lamps sat on top of there. Then over here, I told y'all, let me zoom out just a little bit. I told y'all that I was really feeling the orange. So I have lots of pops of orange kind of going in with my orange tree. So over here on this old tobacco basket, I have this really pretty wreath that actually came from Walmart. And it is so pretty. It was only $10. So I got it and hung it up there. They had those around Christmas time. Then over here, I have this old sewing bucket that I'm just kind of using as a blanket holder. Some puffs to sit on if we have a lot of company. Those came from Target. And then over here, I have one of my vintage radios that I got at Rustic Relics. And these really pretty candlesticks that I got at those estate sale. And a little pop of cedar. And I just love those brass candlesticks. I think they're so pretty. Then over here on the sofa, I have my Walmart and Dollar General pillows. So this pretty pillow came from Walmart. It's $14.86 or something like that. It shipped super fast, and they're really good and stuffed really full. So definitely worth it. And this little kind of faux velvet pillow came from Dollar General during the fall season for $5. And then this pillow came from Target. And I just have little throws draped everywhere. And then up here I have my cathedrals. Those came from Farmhouse and Family in Alabaster. It's a little local sale that they have, I think, bi-monthly. Then over here, and I kind of, if you've seen my living room before, nothing's really changed much as far as the layout. But I did kind of move out my not my love seat, but my recliner and moved back the side table to angle it more towards the TV, and it actually feels a little bigger and roomier in here. So let me show you this. This is a beautiful throw that my friend at work, Jennifer, knitted for me. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And then over here on my little side table, I just have some fresh cedar clippings. I have them all throughout my house. My mom has several trees. So I went over there, got some scissors, and went to whacking at that tree and just brought in all the greenery. Hey, we balling on a budget, guys. Balling on a budget. And then I have another little oil lamp. And then here is a flower frog. A lot of people ask about that and how I use them. They're really fun to use to put in little flashcards and things like that. And obviously Friday is her last name. And then down here, I just have a collection of amber bottles that came from everywhere. Thrift stores, Junkin stores, everywhere. So this is one of my favorite parts of the living room. I do not have a fireplace, unfortunately, and I really wanted one. So I said I would make my own. Back in, when was it? November, me and my two aunts went up to Fife, Alabama to go to vintage picking. And there were two there that I absolutely loved, old mantles, but they were already sold. But God just knew that he had the perfect mantle for me. And in Fife, not Fife, Lord have mercy. I'm just crazy as a bat, y'all. Where were we at? It wasn't Fife. Fort Payne. In Fort Payne, Alabama, on their little downtown main street, they have tons of really cute stores, and one of them is a little antique shop. And I found this there for about $100. So I was so excited. In front of it, I just stacked some old trunks. And then this greenery. Y'all, I love this greenery. It feels so, it doesn't really feel real, but it looks so real from a distance. This came from Decorator's Warehouse. It is called the Norfolk Pine. So if you don't have any, go ahead and get it. It was on sale because it's moving out of winter into summer or into spring. So it was on sale. So go grab some because it is just gorgeous. And then I have this beautiful old print inside this pretty frame that I got at Vintage Market Days of Birmingham. Our old phone. And then over here, just some more brass bottles. This is a really cute little thrift store find. Some bottle brush trees that go with that orange theme. Some old shoe molds. Another little sugar scooper thingy, a little sugar holder. And then some more books. So I'll just kind of go around slowly and show you everything again. And y'all, I'm so sorry. Like I said, this is my first time filming it myself, so I don't really know what I'm doing. Y'all just bear with me because I am not a professional, y'all. If you need some healing, y'all just call me because I'm a good nurse. But a filmer, no. That ain't me. Look at there. I had just cleaned my house and then Buster's leaving his little confetti everywhere. Okay, friends, so now we are in the kitchen. And this is one of my favorite spaces to decorate. So we will start over here with this old bookshelf that I found at the Brass Bear. It was originally, it's not super high quality wood, but you would never know it. It was just an old brown bookshelf that someone had in the library, and it was only like $100, so I brought it home and refinished it and made it into my little hutch. Up here I have an old picnic basket, and then I have another strand of that beautiful garland, and I love to mix my Rae Dunn with copper, some silver, and some wood pieces. And I just love how all of it looks together. I'll kind of go slowly and show you each shelf. A lot of people ask about this. This little plate holder came from Amazon. Just type in semicircle plate holder Farmhouse and it will come up. And I just love these. These are Rae Dunn, but these are my favorite. It's the little Farmhouse collection and it has the farm animals. So just lots of different things going on in there. And then over here, we have our beautiful dress form, Esther Ruth. And I call her Esther Ruth because my two grandmothers were Ellen Ruth and Esther. And I always say if I have a baby girl one day, I want to name her Esther Ruth. And she just has on this really pretty apron that actually came from Walmart. And then beside her, I have this old churn that came from my precious husband's granny. And we call her Granny. Her name is Norma Jean. And that came from her house. And then over here, my big chalkboard, I bought this frame from the Junkin Queen, as I call her, Angie Barnett. She has a page called Fence Row Finds. And if you don't follow it, you need to, because she has some absolutely gorgeous pieces. She is my inspiration. And I just made it into a chalkboard. And let me just let it hang out here for a minute, and I'll talk about these Sunday cookies. So every Sunday after church, my mom and dad and me would go to my granny and papa's, and that's my dad's mom and dad, and she'd cook us lunch. And she always made these cookies. They're super simple. It's just 2 Ritz crackers with some peanut butter dipped in white chocolate bark, but she knew I loved them, and she had them for me almost every Sunday. And all my grandparents have went on to be with the Lord, but goodness gracious, what a wonderful reunion it's going to be. I can't wait to see them again. And then I have a little, another little picnic basket, but this little bench was actually made by Granny's husband, Pawpaw. His name was Jim Scott. If you're local, you will know my grandparents, Jim and Ellen Ruth, and I just loved them. But anyway, he made this, and my Aunt Yvonne gave this to me, and I am just so thankful. And then I have this old scale that I got from Angie Barnett, and it is just filled with some copper cookie cutters. And then I have another little house plant. And I'm gonna back up and show you our table. Also get some questions about our table. This came from Cost Plus World Market. And our little chandelier came from Lowe's. And then over here, my centerpiece, I wanted to keep it super simple. This isn't simple to everybody. Y'all know I ain't a minimalist. I love junk. So I have this old bucket, and it is just an old metal bucket that came from Angie Barnett. And more cedar clippings from my mom's house. Tucked them down in there and put them in a glass of water. And that way they'll stay nice and pretty and green. And just arrange those. So I think that turned out really pretty. And then our place settings are just these white plates that came from I think China pottery, China something, I don't know. Anyway, it's a website that sells China, and these were super inexpensive. They're about $5 a piece. They're just like the size of chargers. And then these clear little hobnail plates came from Wally World, aka Walmart. And then I love these old brass napkin rings. Those came from Rustic Relics. Then we'll move over here. Buster. Y'all, if y'all don't know, I love my dog. Just look at that pretty thing. How could anybody mistreat one of these things? Say, pit bulls get a bad rap, but I am just precious, and everyone my mama's ever had is precious. They're how you treat them, folks. This is a baby. And if anybody has anything negative to say, y'all know I'll fight over Buster. Then over here in the corner, I have this beautiful piece that my brother made me. This was just an old door he cut in half and made into a corner shelf. And I have this new plant. Unfortunately, my husband's pawpaw, Frank, passed away a few months ago, and I was able to get this beautiful house plant from the funeral. And I just have it sitting in an old churn. Not churn, goodness gracious. I'm losing it, guys. Y'all help me out. Holly's normally here to tell me, and I'm losing my mind. Crock. That's an old crock. Y'all pray for me. I'm losing my mind. And then over here on my shelf, I have another beautiful house plant inside of an old canister. A little ironstone pitcher with some candles. That muffin tin was my grandma Ellen Ruth. Not Ellen Ruth, my grandma Esther's. So that is so special. My aunt gave that to me. And then another little house plant and some utensils. And then in this little creamer, I have some eggs. These are actually real eggs. And me and my mom took a toothpick and punched 2 holes, blew out all the insides. So it's just the shell. So I could keep them. Balling on a budget, folks. Buster is just so distraught. He's so mistreated, if y'all can't tell. Then over here, I have Buster's little canister of treats. Those are his Valentine's Day treats. And then I have this old scale that came from Prattville Pickers with a really pretty old teapot. And I love this piece of pottery. This came from Brass Bear with just some more little kitchen utensils. And another plant. And then this little pig. He holds my little scrubber that came from my mom. She got that when she was married, and he's just so sweet. And then over here I have another vintage radio. This one is not as vintage as it looks because it has a CD player, but it's super neat because you can actually put your CDs in there. And then some white pictures. And then over here on the stove, I just have a candle and a little dish towel thrown. And I recently got these salt and pepper shakers from Etsy, and I just love them. Y'all know I love copper. And I've kind of rearranged some things. I usually have a coffee bar set up over here, but I couldn't make it how I wanted it, so I just axed that and just made it more simple. And over here, I just have my mug rack with these little 10-cent, I got them for 10 cents a piece, little mugs that I got at Prattville Pickers. And these little mugs came from the thrift store for 25 cents a piece. And then I have my beautiful mixer, some cutting boards, and then my copper canister set. But right here, this is so special. I got this cookbook when I was married, and my aunt collected all of our family recipes and wrote them down in there for me. And featured today is my Aunt Kim's cream cheese pound cake and my Aunt Kim's apple cake. So I will just kind of do a little spin. I got a new rug that came from Amazon. It's kind of a cold, messy day out there. And there's Buster's Ray Dunn. Only the best for Buster. Oh, I gotta show you this. I recently bought this Farmer's Market sign from Etsy, and the shop was called A Touch of Character, and I just love it. So I think that looks so cute. So next, we're coming out of the kitchen and the living room into this little hallway. And I have this piece, I've had it since we were married. It came from Rustic Relics. And I just have some brass candlesticks and a piece of cedar. And then over here, I have on this old window, a F for Friday. And this was actually our wedding guest book. So everyone wrote their well wishes and signed their names. So I have it displayed here that I can look at it all the time. Spinning, spinning, spinning. And then we have, hey everybody. And here we have the guest bathroom. And I just have this little riser that's here all the time with the soap. And then my pretty orange towel. And then this cute little chalkboard sign came from Antique Farmhouse, and I wrote, "Baby, it's cold outside." And then over here, I just have those matching towels hung up on this old window with a pretty wintry wreath. And I got this really cute new rug. It came from Target, and I love it. I love the orange. There's Buster smelling the toilet paper like he's never seen it before. So that is the guest bathroom. So now Buster Brown's here to greet us. We're gonna move into the guest bedroom. Like I said, y'all know I'm feeling these oranges. Even though it's more of a fall color, I just love it. I just love the warmth of it. So over here, and this furniture came from my mom and dad's house. It's like a kind of a cheap particle board furniture, but I painted it with some chalk paint. I used the Waverly brand from Walmart, and it looks brand new. Gave it some new life. So up here, I have this pickle jar that came from Amazon, and I just have some fresh cedar clippings stuck in there. And then if you know me, you know I love a good oil lamp. So I have a collection of my oil lamps here. And then over here, this old screen came from Rustic Relics, and I just have a wintry wreath hung up there. And then I have this white bedding that came from Walmart. And I just think it's so pretty. It was so inexpensive. And it's just, I just love it. And then I just have this pretty throw that came from Target. Some more pretty orange pillows. Then over here in this little workstation, I recently bought this mirror. My mom got it for me for my birthday and I just love it. It came from Rustic Relics. I'm loving gold. I've been a silver girl my whole life, but now I love the gold. And it's just got such pretty detail. And then over here, my little workspace, I have that little lamp, some more greenery, my ancient laptop that still works. Hey, if you take care of stuff, it works forever. And another house plant. And then I have this book. Y'all, if you have not read this book, it is by Liza Turkhurst. I don't know if I'm saying her last name right, but it's called It's Not Supposed to Be This Way. Y'all, this is the best book. It is a Christian book, but it is super helpful. It's not really a self-help book, but it just really puts life into perspective for us. She has went through so many things. I'm sure a lot of us can relate to, but it just, I feel like so many things in my life that I was dealing with, she talks about. I feel like the good Lord just put this book in my life, and it has helped me grow so much. And it's really easy to read. The chapters are short. It's short and to the point. And I just recently bought this. This is the Bible study that goes with it. And you can find them both on Amazon. Buster, you know you're not supposed to be on the bed. Those are not the wallering covers. Y'all, this is why we can't have nice things. Because my little spoiled pit bull jumps on everything. You know you're not supposed to be up there. And then I have this beautiful hope chest that came from my granny and pawpaw. I just love it. It's filled with all kind of goodies from her home. And then this peace lily I've had for about 15 years since my pawpaw Knox passed away. And it has done so well. It's just a miracle it's been alive this long. And then some little shutters. And then over here I have this old Singer sewing machine that my precious granny, Corey's granny, gave me. I don't have any grandparents left, so she is my granny now. And then this beautiful cedar chifforobe came from my granny and pawpaw's house as well. And then I have that old trunk sitting on top. So I'll do a little spin. I told y'all I'm not a professional. Y'all just bear with me. But maybe you get the gist of everything anyway. So now, once again, we're greeted by Buster, but this time it's his hiney. Say, my hiney's clean. My hiney's Charmin clean. He's not in a good mood, y'all. He's just ill that we ain't playing. But in here, this is the master bedroom. And the bedding came from Walmart for like 40 bucks. It's just a wintry plaid. And then on this wall, I have these beautiful canvases that came from Smallwoods. My father-in-law took these pictures of me and my precious husband, Corey, on Thanksgiving out in the backyard. And there was like one little blade of grass, and we were sitting behind it. I mean, we made the best of that blade of grass, y'all. But I think they turned out so good. We took those with Corey's iPhone. And then on each side table, I just have our little lamps that came from Hobby Lobby, and then some old books, and then these little iron planters that have some greenery. And all those pillows are old as the hills. I think they came from TJ Maxx and Target. Then over here I have my really sad little fiddle leaf fig, but it's coming back. It's got some new growth. Y'all just pray for it. It's going to be big and pretty in the summertime. But I have another of these orange throws from Target on my little church pew. And then over here, I have this really pretty peg holder shelf thingy. It's like the accordion style, like a hat rack. It's like an accordion rack. And I bought that off of Etsy. And I just have all kind of little stuff. I'll come over here and get closer. So I have 3 scarves, a little winter hat, And then I have this little basket that came from Tractor Supply for 10 bucks. And I just have some more fresh greenery tucked in there. And then this side is essentially the same, just some different books. Our TV. And I love this piece. This beautiful mirror came from Stray Cats Home Decor in Birmingham. Y'all have heard me talk about that a lot. It's an old screen door made into a mirror, and I just love it. So not a whole lot going on in here, but I still figured I would show it. Buster, you better cheer up. You better cheer up, buddy. Let's go tell him bye. Well, y'all, that pretty much wraps up the Friday home for winter. If you've made it this far, God bless you, because like I said, I'm not a professional. Buster Brown is ready for supper. I'm about to get out of here and make some supper for my husband and fold up some clothes and get ready for work tomorrow. But I'm so glad you came by and you were able to watch our video. If you have any questions, just let me know. If you see anything that you're wondering where I got it from or something, just comment below and I'll do my best to help you. And like I said, I'm praying that you and your family are safe and healthy. Just join me in praying for our country, for our leadership, and just pray that the Lord will bless our nation and just use everybody. All the gifts that we have, just use us to just bring this country closer to Him. And just check on your family, pray for your family and friends and your neighbors. Just check on people, because people are just really experiencing a lot of pain and heartache right now, and people are so good at hiding when they're hurting. So just talk to them and ask them. Just tell them you love them. You never know what your small act of kindness will do to just brighten their day and just brighten their heart. So to end the video, I am going to sing a hymn. I love it. It brings me such comfort. It's my favorite hymn. It's called Leaning on the Everlasting Arms. If you know it, join me and sing along. And let's fellowship together for just a second. What a fellowship, what a joy divine, leaning on the everlasting arms. What a blessedness, what a peace is mine, leaning on the everlasting arms. Buster loves to join in and sing. Leaning, leaning, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning, leaning, I'm leaning on the everlasting arms. So, remember, Jesus' arms are there for you to lean on. They're everlasting. They're unchanging. No matter how this world changes, the love that Jesus has for us will never change. And so before my dog has a stroke, I'm going to get off here and show him some attention. I hope you all have a blessed week, and I will see you next time.